Okay, hey guys, welcome to another video I'm doing today. This whole game thing might look familiar to you. I tried to start and do this series in this game a while back now. Say about 4 to 6 months ago, give or take a couple more. But I decided to try it again. I'm actually going to start from the beginning again because it's been so long since I played. I don't remember shit all about this. It's more of a visual novel than a game, but I decided I kind of want to get into it. Try it again. So we're gonna see how that goes, and if it goes well, whoa. If it doesn't, then well, that's depressing. So without further ado, let's just get into Black Dragon and the Gentle Kingdom. Forgot the Japanese voices. I might turn those off. I don't know. Now let the fairy tale begin. We got this chick sitting there looking all funky and mysterious. Just so everybody knows, the 999 series is not going to stop. I'm just doing this because I'm kind of tired of just doing nothing but 999. And it's been 2 weeks since I did a video anyway, besides my recent top 10 video that I put up. So we're going to get... Again, I'm trying to get back into doing YouTube, find out my motivation. Once upon a time, there was a witch. Interesting. Why is it once upon a time if there's a witch? Doesn't make sense. The moon tonight is a large blue pearl. The town sleeps softly in the depths of night, bordered by the silver threads of moonlight. The witch stands alone. Her hair flutters in the night breeze, darker than any shadow. Her white features seem pale in the moonlight, like those of a delicate sculpture. She just stands there, facing away from me, and yet my eyes are still unnaturally drawn to her. Okay. I feel a twinge of agony deep in my chest. It's like a tiny icicle is stabbing me through the heart. That might be because of the witch's magic. It doesn't even fade into the black of night. A deep black so beautiful I can't even blink. If I look away for even a moment, I'm sure she'll disappear. Somehow, her fragility, terrifies me. Fragility. A long time ago, in a white castle on a hill, I learned how terrifying beauty in access can be. Interesting. The mansion was surrounded by a high wall. Its white garden held many flowers, fountains, and trees. It was just like a fairy tale castle. Well, actually, it really did look like a fairy tale castle. Unless that's just a story, colored picture, whatever. This is a story from a colorful picture book that my mother would read to me before I went to sleep. In a shining castle on a hill there lived a gentle king and a beautiful princess. The king's gentle kiss breaks the vile witch's curse. A knight in silver steel slays the evil black dragon. The last line is a well-worn magical phrase. They all lived happily ever after. That is pretty well-worn. It's used in almost everything I fucking know. I was too stunned to think. I slowly approached the castle, and there. Hey, is that us as a kid? Look at us. Here's the chickie-doo. Little version. A real princess was waiting for me. A princess in a white dress, in a white castle, something more beautiful than anything I'd ever seen. I couldn't take another step. So I stood still and allowed my childish mind to realize the fairy tale was real. As you probably should. It's not like it's fake or anything. Whew. That was a dream I had when I was little. A beautiful, fleeting fairy tale I forgot a long time ago. What a change! Woo! Only back then, back when I was a child, could I innocently believe such a picturesque tale. The older you are, the wiser you get. I became more cynical and got better with words. Instead of picture books, I started downloading pictures of women in their underwear from foreign internet sites. Everyone realizes at some point, nothing in the real world ends with a nice little "they lived happily ever after." But still, there are things we still have to do, no matter how hard life can get. This beat, though. You look like a fucking asshole. For fuck's sakes, how long are they gonna make us wait? You're so selfish. Just wait a little longer. For the sake of love, justice, and the people we protect. Oh. I repeated it. You're fidgeting a lot, you know. You need more endurance points. Benio-san? Benio? Okay, she's done. Didn't you say you'd go through hell and high water for the sake of love and justice earlier? I never said that. I think you did. Let's hold up here. But let's put that down. I'm also going to put the master volume down a couple smidges, just in case you can't hear me. Also, we're going to get a quick little save it. Now, as you can see, like, I did do some time earlier, but now we're just going to go over it. I never said that. If you're going to strip for love, start from the back. Your butt is pretty adorable. Whoa. Rapey. Very rapey. Do you have a butt fetish too? Educational discipline. Every damn time. You people never run out of stupid things to fight about. He is cranky. The crowds quickly dwindle away once you leave the heart of the city. They used to say night didn't exist here, but by the time we were born, things were changing. Gray buildings and a gray sky, the area's declining in popularity because of the recession. At night, it's practically deserted. Every city has its place like this, and like every city, there's also perfect for doing things in secret. Sorry, I screwed that sentence up a little bit. This is us. This is our crew. We have a team meeting tonight. We meet twice a week, every week. It's impossible to cut ties with every group and team out there. But then again, all humans are strangers to each other, no matter what. There's no end to the gaps between them. But in clubs, companies, or military units, there needs to be a process of some kind to fill those gaps and help the group function. There's some trouble happening tonight. That's why I'm leaning against my moat on the street corner, waiting while I should be taking a shower and laying in bed. Our guests of honor has yet to arrive, and I'm sick of waiting. Oh, Haru-san needs some love too. You promised that May would come at 10. You're such a crude person. I agreed with Benio here. Mayuki. Her life is full of excitement I cannot understand. I'd still like to go home soon. My shoulders stiffen as we wait. I always feel antsy when I'm waiting for something fun. But if it's not something unpleasant, my stomach just hurts. That's Izawa, the guy or girl or whatever it is, who's pissed off. This is your fault, Mizuya. Don't forget it. You need to stop throwing yourself into things every time you see a woman. Izawa Shu is our fighter and a mad dog. He'd make a good rogue, too, but he goes berserk better than anyone. He's a man known for being dangerous, even in the most dangerous parts of town. His life is the very definition of lone wolf, a creature passing through the city at night. Out of the 8 classes, the fighter stands front and center, punch, kick, destroy. It's a simple job, but you need good instincts to pull it off. And Izawa, has more instinct than you could ever carry with 2 hands, though he has even more character flaws. Stop wagging your tail near the food bowl, you stupid dog. Grow a spine. Be nice to those in charge, and don't rock the boat. That's how to keep your life peaceful. So, you're on You're on Nananachi's mailing list, huh? The mystery is solved. The culprit is Boing Boing. You're being deceived by her boobs. Brutal. Okay, so that's Mayuki. Yes, the evidence is clear. I know Akahito-san spends every night chanting boobs, boobs to himself. No, I don't. Yubana Mayuki is a liar. She's the smallest member of the team, but she looks mature behind her glasses. Her class is priest. If the fighter is in... Let me reread this. If the fighter is in the spear, then the priest is the shield. She's our team literal guardian angel, even though she's so tiny. Akahito-san, you're so nice to women, and only women. It's like your sweet tooth's 1.5 times bigger than the average man's. No, it isn't. You're stuttering, master. You're stuttering a lot. I think it's a good thing, having a big one. Okay. Well, that's true. They say it's better to be deflowered by someone with a good woman. Or who's with good women. Good with women! Sorry. And with a big one, too. That's not what I meant. Besides, how did you know I'm a... Okay, it's too obvious. But we're heroes. For the world and its people, I will crush the nefarious plans of the four-eyed frog. Brutal. She's not really a frog, so that should be super heroine, four-eyed, flat chest. Actually, I think that's a metal band. Brutal! I'm getting sick of your stupidity. Oh, ironing board. Don't expect me to be a philanthropist if I don't get a single yen out of it. I'm not an ironing board! That's the important part. Benio loves justice and unity. She's the type who values friendship and hard work. Besides, you know, Akihito's the leader, so he's got a lot to think about, and I trust him quite a bit. I'm not sure why I said that. She likes him, right? He only likes two-faced women. You know what they say. If you bend over backwards to trust people, you'll only fall and crack your head open. Ah, youth. You get to enjoy each other for about 5 years, and then you'll get bored and go find someone else. You're so jaded, and you're not much older than us, so Haru-san. We're only 5 years apart. 9 years for me, but they're clamping down on that, so I can't say it in public. But you just did. Okay, so that's Haru. 5 years, 9 years, what's the big deal? But you know, you're still very, very young. Well, you can still come 5 times at night. You ought to try. Oh, okay. Try what? Obviously, educational discipline, educational discipline! I think it's kind of funny. She goes red up to her ears and flashes a yellow card. Benio reacts promptly whenever the conversation heads that way. Takikawa Benio is an ally of justice. She's a rich girl and a fan of rock, period dramas, and pro wrestling. She goes to a famous girls' school downtown. I can get along with you. Wrestling all the way. I have no idea why, but her class is Rogue. Rogues act as eyes and ears for the team, like the merry men of Sheerwood Forest. Oh, Haru-san, or Kasukabe Haru, looks like a big-boobed maid at first, but she's actually just a big-boobed pervert. Though she does actually work at a maid cafe. Haru's the oldest member of the team, and her class is mage. I'm convinced whoever invented this system made up the names before deciding what any of them mean. The mage's role isn't even remotely mage-like, though she does do the most unbelievable things, so I guess it makes sense. Alright, Mayu. I'm not Mayu. Please call me Mayuki. Don't you think it could work, Mayukin? My compliment remains unresolved, but no matter. A complaint, I guess. The image of a lone soldier fighting enemies at night is beautiful, but it's too ordinary. It lacks pizzazz. This wouldn't be such a pain in the ass if I was doing it alone. Could we create some kind of super event to get everyone's hearts racing? She looks ready to manipulate everyone into making it happen. Reality's tough. Stop it, all of you. Start acting like a team. Friendship plus effort equals victory. Wrong. Just teamwork does. You're gonna make me throw up with all that friendship crap. Go take a cold shower and come back when you're thinking straight. Must be nice, being that hot-blooded guy. They say there's no such thing as friendship these days. It's so sad. Doesn't the fact that you're sad about it prove that you believe in friendship? And yeah, you know Oharu-san only goes with the flow. She shakes her WMDs and plays dumb. She's a real opportunist at heart. Sorry. We're a team. We're not close enough to invite each other on our honeymoons, but we do share some common interests. We share survival, not bait. It's as if we're wearing invisible explosive collars chained to each other. 5 bullets loaded into a giant gun. Groups like this are called coup. Some might think we're warriors bound by a common destiny. They're not far off. And woo! The witch is our final member. Wow. Is she? It's coming. Kagome. The witch sneers. Okay, Hinori Kagome. Some people call her the Black Witch. What direction? You're so dense, Akihito. An idle life dulls the mind. At least learn to sense someone's presence. You're the only one here who can do weird stuff like that. The witch always smiles to ridicule something. She, of all people, had to be my childhood friend. I often wonder if she might be a real witch. Hinori Kagome can sometimes hear sounds others can't, and see things no one else can. If there were other people who could use magic like her, we normal people would seem inept by comparison. The older kids at school placed bets on whether she's an envoy of the demon from the demon world or an android from the future. I put 500 in her being a cybernetically enhanced demon called... oh, wow. Karunagaga. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Karunganaga. I don't fucking know. Not that trying to pronounce it is important. Earlier at dinner, I'll prepare something special tonight. Ooh, did something worth celebrating happen? Done. Vietnamese grilled frog. Eat every last shred. I will never forget the look in Kagome's eyes. It was surprisingly tasty, by the way. She made me dinner. Thank you. I can slightly hear the voice, actually. The rest is up to you. Try not to look stupid as you dance. Alright, let's do this with spirit. I'm gonna turn the voices up just a little bit. Right there, maybe? No, not back to title. Back to game. Just save there just in case I do screw that up. Let's play a couple more minutes. Pain in the ass. I'll kill you all if you fuck this up. Iwasa spits as if he's upset. He always acts like he's upset. You'll be dead too if that happens. You can't have overtime if you don't have a shift to begin with. This is too normal to be inspiring. There's so much missing. We don't even have backstories to Radicon. Yet to retcon everyone's raison d'etre and whatever the fuck that meant. You'd settle for a retcon? As long as it doesn't break continuity. I don't like this one's just woo. Despite the wait, it only took a moment to appear. Once it arrives, we can't stop it. It's like sand falling through an hourglass. There. The first thing I see is a shadow. A shadow of something huge descending onto the roof of a tall building. It dashes at the speed of a hurricane, breaking through the metal fence. I'd guess it's at least 3 meters, as big as a trailer truck. It must weigh a few tons at least. It crashes onto the ground, having just fallen at least 8 stories without slowing down. The crash is deafening. It could probably wake everyone in the street up. At least, that's what I'd expected, but the crash was almost soft. That's impossible given its mass. The road surface isn't even cracked. The black mass remains frozen in place, crouching into the moonlight. Its overpowering presence gives us goosebumps. Our base instincts scream that we're facing an enormous power. So enormous, in fact, that its mere existence is a natural disaster. It's what humans look like to ants. A single swipe, a single step can produce destructive forces on par with a tornado. Its ghastly pressure creates an image of impregnable fortress atop a precipitous cliff. The fortress writhes like a living being a mere 20 meters away from us. It's truly alive. It's moving. But it's no animal, of course. There still exist some creatures that can get this big, including the dinosaurs. Some of them even grow over 30 meters. But if any of them try to do what that Black Shadow just did, they die instantly. Besides, nothing recorded in the history of our planet has ever overcome a cage of physics. Thus, the entity before us doesn't qualify as an animal. That's just not just a hunch, I'm certain of it. Humans can never achieve this. The towers, walls, and palaces within the fortress grind their rusty gears as they twist. The sound of metal grinding against metal hurts my ears. The fortress opens its hand. Its fingers are the length of human arms. It extends arms the length of human bodies. It rises. It turns its head as it stands up. Its legs are too large for an adult man to wrap its arms around. Its footsteps on the stop sprayed and whitened on the road. The street lights cast a fantastic shadow on the ground. The fortress, when standing, resembles a human with its 2 arms and legs. Twice the size of a human, fully armored like a knight, warped and twisted like a devil, a bluish-white giant. We call them avatars. They are fantastical armored beings linked to groups of people called connectors, thereby gaining a transient form of life. Whoever invented that name must be proud of themselves. Some anon typed that in a random corner of the net. Before he knew it, the name spread like a ripple through the electronic sea and the city's nightlife. Avatars are categorized by their shapes and powers. There are 6 types overall, according to the 8-6 system. The bluish-white giant is one of them, an Ivanhoe. Ivanhoes are avatars that excel at close combat with arms and legs like humans. They can wield enormous weapons with ease and slice through their enemies. The Ivanhoe glares at us, the group of dwarves blocking his path. We humans are nothing compared to this giant soldier. It wouldn't even have to use its weapon. It can reduce us to dust with a mere kick. The bluish-white giant roars. And ow, does he ever. Whatever that meant. A high-pitched, static roar only connectors can hear. The deserted nighttime road rumbles. The giant runs like the wind once more. Steel grates and dust scatters. There's all the noise it makes. It's rushing toward us, but its footsteps are inaudible, as if they've been cut out. The blue fortress charging like a silent tidal wave, crushing humans effortless for something that big. The giant holds up a large spear and swings it without any particular technique or timing. A single swing is all we insects deserve. That's what its emotionless eyes say to us. And it's right, humans are below it. Not even worth mentioning. But we're more than human. Whew! Come. Babylon? Babylon? Gotta go with Babylon. Babylon sounds better. The sound of clashing steel tears the night apart. Neither me nor any of the 5 behind me take a step back. A pitch-black arm grabs the blue spear in mid-swing. So I'm guessing we got one too, if I remember correctly from my first try at this game. Blue light swirls around the giant's hand. That's the gate avatars use to teleport. An arm reaches out of the light, a pitch-black arm like onyx shrouded its start. Cool. The black fist crushes the spear. The giant spear shatters in the middle, even though the arm barely strengthened its grip. The second arm manifests from the blue vortex. The Ivanhoe tries to flee, but the arm breaks through its shoulder. The black claws easily break through its firm armor. This time, the terrified blue knight is blown backwards. The 3-meter-tall lump of steel flies through the air, arsing high enough our heads before tumbling to the ground. Maybe arcing, but it doesn't look like arcing to me. It's probably arcing. Looks like a dragon. Darkness crawls out from the blue light. Steel fangs, steel body, steel legs, and all of them are black, black, black. There's some red there. A dragon. Pitch-black serpent king with 4 limbs and a snake-like neck. Its body is blacker than the night. Then its brilliant eyes open all at once to show off blazing crimson light. With just one punch, the black dragon turned the Ivanhoe's chest into a crater. Boom! The giant struggles to prop itself up with its remaining arm. The black dragon proudly steps forward. The dragon's name is Babylon. Kasukabe Haru was the one who named the black devil. Our avatar, the protector and curse of its subjects. Its kingdom is Ku. Coup, a group of 5 connectors. The number of bullets needed for an avatar to fully function. 6 categories of avatars. 8 classes of connectors. Avatars move with when loaded with connectors, as we order as we will. Babylon roars with its steel throat. Cool. Now, may tonight's fairy tale begin. Cool. Oh, we're gonna get the opening again. I'm gonna skip the opening again because we already seen it at the start. Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here for today. So this is episode 1. I'm hoping that I can actually keep up with the series this time. Hope you all enjoyed this, by the way. I hope to see y'all in the next episode also. Take care until then, guys, and see y'all then.